So my phone has no memory anymore. So we're going to start the exercise from here. In first position, we do 2 demis and a grand in first, tendu to second, tendu to fourth, and tendu to fifth, or tendu to third, right? Disregard my feet. I have a circulation issue, so don't worry about that. So we do no music because you can have your own playlist to do this, and YouTube does not like that. So we do demi and stretch and bend and stretch and grand plie, opening the knees, keeping the chest up, arms coming down, up to the belly button, and open, tendu to second, demi and stretch, and demi and stretch. Grand plie only as far as you can go without lifting your heels, so we're not sitting, right? Keeping chest upright, and stretch. Tendu to fourth, and demi and stretch, and demi and stretch. We're not going to do a grand plie here. We're just going to demi, lift the heels, put the heels down, lift the heels, put the heels down, and stretch, tendu. Fifth or third, demi and stretch, demi and stretch, grand plie, opening the heels, keeping the chest up, not falling forward, and tendu back to first to repeat, demi and stretch, demi and stretch, grand plie, 2, 3, 4, tendu left foot to second, demi, stretch, don't move your heels, demi, stretch, grand plie, 2, 3, 4, fourth, demi and stretch, demi and stretch. No grand plie, just lift the heels, demi, lift, down, stretch, tendu. Fifth or third, demi, stretch, grand plie, 2, 3, 4, back to first. We're going to plie, so bend the legs, stretch, and then from here, push the floor away and balance. Arms can be rounded in front of your belly button. I'm going to hold here for a second. Make sure that your abs are in. Falling. And coming down, stretch. Alright, so moving on to tendus. Tendu means to stretch. And what are we stretching? We're stretching the entire foot. So, it's more like, yay, light. Alright, so you're stretching the foot. So we have this thing that we stand on and work on and do stuff. So when you do a tendu, for whatever reason that you're doing a tendu, you want to put your foot out. I'm going to show it to the side. Out. So my foot is stretched. There's full articulation throughout the ankle. The foot is pressing into the floor. There's actual motion happening and here. And then to fully do it, you have to then point the toes to do a full tendu, a full stretch of the foot. Okay? So from here, you've now fully tendued. You can't just do it by going to there and sort of being like, bleh. Okay, so fully stretch the toes, fully articulate them to get into a full tendu. So you're fully stretching everything. And then coming back in. So we're going to do a few exercises to work on the tendu. Can't get my pants to work. Okay, so I'm going to show the knees as well. They are important to dance. So we're going to tendu, half tendu. So that's going to that full stretched foot, no toes. At the toes, half tendu, close. Okay, for those of you who are trained in ballet or want to know more about ballet, when we start this tendu, we move with the heel first. Don't just go out like this. That doesn't serve anybody any good as far as ballet technique. So we make sure that the heel moves first and then you keep the toes turned out, whether you're going to this stretched foot or full toes type of position. Coming back in, we want to lead with the pinky toe. Don't lead with the heel. That doesn't do anything either. You want to move with the pinky toe from first, going front, or what we call devant. To the side, same thing, the heel moves first, so you're initiating the turnout and going to your natural side. You want to go where your toes are pointed, not where you think your toes should be, because that's going to make your turnout wonky. It's going to hurt your knees. We want to be healthy, be able to walk when we're 80. Okay, so go where your toes are pointed. Toes pointed out. So we go demi, no toes, full toes, no toes coming in. So from there, you're going to lead out with the very second toe. It's pointed in that direction. Out, point, out, down. And you're still leading with that little toe a little bit and your heel directly inside, right? Then we are going to go devant, and I'll turn to the side, or derriere, turn to the side. You're going to lead out with your pinky toe. Okay, so don't lead out with your heel. It's going to go that way. You're going to lead out with your pinky toe. Demi. So there is a stretch there, but there's not very much weight going on. We don't want to be like rested, right? So you're just articulating the toes, point, toes, and then leading in with the heel, making sure that you don't drag your arch. We want to keep your arch away from the floor. In a happy place, your knee doesn't need to be bent. There's no reason for that, not called for. And it will bring your arch down. If you are actually flat-footed and have no arch, from the point there, you can lower your toes down and think about bringing your foot in as a whole. So that would look like toes, whole foot in. I'm really putting pressure here on the second and third toes of my foot so that I don't scrape my arch along the floor. Okay, so let's try this. My pants will stay up. No music again, just because you need to play your own music. You can feel alive too. So we're going to do that on the right side, front, side, and then I'll turn to the side for the back, and then front, side, back on the left. Your arms can be on your waist, out in second position. If you don't know what that is, you can put them on your waist. That's fine. And we go. And demi, no toes, toes, demi, and close. And let's do it again. We'll do two, demi, point, demi, and close. Side, demi, point, demi, close. Demi, point, demi, close. To the back. Demi, point, demi, close, demi, point, demi, close. To the side again. Demi, point, demi, close, demi, point, demi, close. Left side. Demi, point, demi, close, demi, point, demi, close. To the side. Demi, point, demi, close, demi, point, demi, close. I'll stay facing you. demi, point, demi, close, demi, point, demi, close, side, 2, 3, 4, side, 2, 3, 4. All the while I'm doing that, I'm keeping this supporting leg, the one that you're standing on, turned out, lifted, not sinking into it. But good job. Glad that you joined me at that. And stay tuned. Hello. Thank you for joining me some more. So we're going to do tendus with some other things added on. So I'll show you for a second. Oh, hi. So the posture, I know I'm showing this at the worst angle, but whatever. So the posture for dance is going to be that you need to stand upright. So it's everything stacked right on top of each other. And preferably don't watch this video with your phone on the floor, otherwise you're going to be looking down like this, have it at like waist height or something. So we want to make sure that we're not sinking into the hips when we're dancing, meaning that the working leg, whatever one you're not standing on, has to give. It'll have to bend. And we don't need that. We need to be tall and strong like trees. You want to think about energy going out of the top of your head and sending energy through your feet as you stand, like laser beams, like you're burning an invisible hole into the floor. Okay. And then arms, bellies. We just want to think about there's an energy ball in front of your belly and it's constantly rolling backwards. It's not stuck in any breath, right? You're just engaging those muscles in the abs. It doesn't mean that you have to be the perfect shape. It doesn't mean that you have to be sucking in your breath and you can't breathe. We're just engaging. So instead of like bleh, I kind of let all my stomach out. The energy ball now is going away from me. Can you see that? Away from me. Now then the energy to reverse it, just pulling in those muscles. Bleh, in. Bleh, in. Just that in general is a good exercise just for your abs, your transversus, which is the muscle that wraps all the way around like a corset, front and back. And then in the back, we want to make sure that we're not like sticking our hips behind us, right? We're not piking, creating this bend in the hip here. We want to make sure that your tailbone is straight down. So if there was a laser beam coming out of your spine, so there's one going up the back of your neck, one going down your spine, it wouldn't have to go behind you and create a diagonal line. You want it to go straight down. Okay, so that's posture. That arms. I'm going to show you here. I have this thing on, sorry. So here, arms do not need to be droopy. No droopy arms. I don't know. Even if you do other styles, there's still some life in them, but droopy arms in general are just like, you look like a dead chicken. Not a happy place. Okay, so we just want to lift from the elbows. It's going to be a lot of work anyways. So lift from the elbows, but don't lift the shoulders. Okay, so there's this co-working muscles. The shoulders are down, but the elbows are lifted. Arms, hands are not droopy. You want to think about a trickle of water could come down your arm and just gently drip off, but not be a stream of water because you forgot about your hands. Okay, so this is not cool, this is not cool. Dead chicken, right? Lifting from the elbow, pushing down with the shoulder, gentle drip, up, up. Okay, from here. If it's too high, you have so much tension, you need to take a few, bringing the shoulders down. Okay, if you put it on your waist, same thing. Your arms are not up here. We don't dance like that. Even if you have a short neck, you want to be able to make sure that your shoulders are down and that your hands are lifted. And this just brings everything down. Okay, so the wrists lift, creating a nice line. Everything is staying open. We don't pull them back. We don't push them forward. They're just gently out from the shoulders, directly in that line. Go straight out. So no back, forward, no droopy arms. Okay. So everything is nice and open and posture-wise. And I will get back to the feet. All right, so feet. We're going to do some tendus with some actual movement as well. So what's going to happen is I'm going to put my arms in second, that side position I was just talking about. And what you're going to do is we're going to do a full tendu, for full stretch of the foot, back, plie, bend, stretch, push the floor away, and down. It's called a releve. Okay, so we're going to do that with what's called en croix, in the shape of a cross, meaning front, side, back, side. Okay, so you did one half of the cross, en croix. French terms, yay. Right, so no more talking. Doing right, full en croix, left, full en croix. Excuse me, sprain. So we go full tendu, and close, and plie, and stretch, and releve, and down, and side, and plie. Oh, close, sorry. Side, and close, and plie, and up, and down, and 1, close, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Left side, and close, and plie, and stretch, and up, and down, and side, and close, and down, and up, and down, and back, and close, and plie, and stretch, and down, side, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and arms just come down and up to your belly button, nice and rounded. From here, we're going to push the floor away into a releve and try and balance. So from here, you're going to think about your, so don't fall over. You're going to think about your hamstrings, which are the muscles on the back side of your legs currently. You want to wrap them through the center of your body and to the back. So they're going this way, away from your center. So again, we'll go up, and balance, and down. We'll end with a plie, arms breathe, and close. Excellent. Thank you for joining me.